Imagine this, it's November 11th, 2004, and the hot new show from Crime Daily is coming out, To Catch a Predator. This show was based on catching pedophiles in the act by none other than the legend, Chris Hansen. So, that was the plot of this show. They'd lure creepy men into a house, expecting to hang out with young girls, roughly between the ages of 12 to 13. They'd hook them a little bit. Sometimes the guy would get suspicious. Sometimes he wouldn't. The world doesn't know, you know. Things don't always work out that way. Anyway, YouTube has been recommending me all these Crime Watch Daily videos with Chris Hansen in To Catch a Predator. So I watched one and I said, what in the hell are you doing, dude? You can't do that. That's wrong. So I figured today I'll watch one with you guys. We'll narrate it. We'll review it. We'll see where we go. This one's about 13 minutes long. I've noticed a lot of them are about 20-something minutes. So I'm excited. Let's get right into Catch a Predator with none other than my best friend, Chris Hansen.
It's a rainy night in Connecticut, and this 40-year-old guy thinks he's going to cuddle in bed with a 13-year-old girl named Bailey. But in a few minutes...
So already we're jumping right in to this man thinking he's going to cuddle in bed with 13-year-old Bailey.
40-year-old John DuPay will find out that this hookup has no happy ending.
This man's name is John. John DuPay. John, if you're watching this, I got my eyes on you. You ain't touching this. You ain't coming near this. Got it?
DuPay is the latest monster we've caught in our all-new investigative segment, Hansen versus...
Wait a minute. Look at this guy. This dude. I have my mouse off. Who is that man? And why is he so creepy?
Predator. We're working with the Fairfield, Connecticut police and the online predator watchdog group Tetrad Core. They post profiles on apps like Whisper using innocuous pictures of actual underage girls. We're protecting their identities. DuPay contacts not one, but two of our decoys.
This man didn't hit up just one 13-year-old. He hit up two, and he had the luxury of messing up and hitting up both baits. Bruh, listen, this is wrong. This is wrong on many, many levels. How the hell did this man get both of them? Although I guess the reality is there's probably not many 13-year-olds out there looking around for 40-year-old guys like this creep. Jesus Christ.
This phone call will creep you out.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, baby.
He appears to be so desperate, he would risk a long prison sentence for a night with a 13-year-old. The text messages he sends are even more disturbing. He calls the youngster Baby. DuPay likes to be called Boo.
Hey, Boo. I'm all fresh from the
Skin's
shower.
crawling.
I wish I smell your body, baby.
This man just said, I wish I could smell your body, baby. What? You ain't smelling nobody. I have my skin. I have goosebumps from this dude. Ah. What's this text message say? Baby, I think it's going to be amazing for me and you when our bodies are touching and I'm inside.
Former mail carrier and says he worked as a package handler at UPS.
What kind of packages was he handling at UPS?
Our decoy is a 19-year-old theater student who could easily pass for 13. She takes him inside where our kitchen cam records the conversation and my confrontation.
There's the man right there. Chris Hansen. Chris Money Hansen. That's what we're going to call him.
What did you bring?
Presents.
What do you got? Show me.
Chips.
Nice.
This is one creepy ass dude. For real. That is the face of just pure, like, leave me alone. Like, look at her. Half the time I can see my mouse, and half the time I can't. I don't know what's happening, but this girl is terrified. Like, she's so uncomfortable, it's unreal. She doesn't... I hope this girl got paid very, very well, and I hope she never has to experience anything like this for, like this is, like, real-life experiencing right here. And I feel horrible that she has to experience it. I mean, she is doing a justice. She is catching creepy-ass men like this dude right here. And she's getting paid to do this. I feel so bad for her.
She asked for snacks, and he's more than happy to oblige. A bag of...
That is the face of somebody that's just ready and lurking. Just like, da-dun. Jesus fuck, dude. This show, looking at it now, this was messed up.
Of chips, a caramel-covered chocolate bar, and a giant bottle of iced tea.
It's so nice to finally see you. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy, all right? Look at that face of awkwardness she's displaying. She's so scared. Chris, help the woman. She's a woman because she's 19, isn't she? Look at her. She's terrified. Why would she subject herself to this stuff? My God.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
Why the hell wouldn't she be nervous?
I've never done this. Have you?
No.
So what do you want to do?
A hug?
I don't know.
Hey, boo.
Hey.
Chris Hansen comes out. Hey, boo. Can we get that on rewind?
Hey, boo.
Hey.
This is the moment you know you've screwed up. Hey, boo. And out comes Chris Hansen. This guy you know is right now shitting his pants. This show is cringy, and I'm getting goosebumps from this weirdo.
What is your plan here tonight?
Just hang out, watch football?
Hang out and watch football with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
With Bailey.
And do you know how old Bailey is?
She's 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
She told you she's 13.
This man just tried to be a smooth operator and act like the one more year is going to make a difference. Guess what? Creepo. 14 is still illegal. All the way up until 18. In which case, no one want to be with you anyway. Look at this creepy ass mug. Who the hell would want to meet that dude?
You?
30.
30. Do you pay?
He is the oldest looking 30-year-old ever. I'm sorry I stopped like so dramatic, like so just bang bang, but like 30 years old? This dude looks like he's like 55.
Is lying. We both know he's really 40. And what he doesn't know is that I have all the transcripts of his sordid conversations with minors. And why would you at 30 think it would be okay to hang out with a 13-year-old girl home alone?
I mean, we just hit it off, friends.
You hit it off with a 13-year-old girl?
We were just talking.
Just talking? Well, now you're here. This is more than talk.
I know, we just came to hang out. You know, I brought...
What, get a hug?
And watch football.
Watch football.
Yep.
That right there is like the most terrifying thing. Like, look at this. Arms stretched wide. She's on the bail. She's gone. She is not sticking around for this creep. But he's got his arms wide open. Like, he's like, nah. Like, that guy's like Slender Man flat out.
So what do you do at UPS?
I was a package handler.
Package handler. You're not there anymore?
No.
What do you do now?
Nothing.
Besides go online and try to talk to young girls?
I don't try to talk to...
How many times have you done this with somebody who's 13, 14 years old?
Never.
Never talked to another girl who said she was 13?
No.
Well, who's Brittany?
Who's Brittany?
That was the other girl you were talking to.
This man, no, he's been stung. Like, Chris Hansen has hit him right in the heart. He's done. This guy's like, shit. He knows I'm talking to another girl. He should have left it alone. Let this guy go. Hit him at the next spot. You know, hit him again. Hit him again. Actually, he probably wouldn't dare. He'd be terrified for the rest of his life. He would never do this again. So that's why he's going to prison. Guaranteed.
When was this?
Within the last few weeks?
Chris is flipping through that pamphlet.
So you say to Bailey on Whisper that you're 30, how old are you? She says 13. You say, You're not 13 in that pic. Yes, I'll be 14 next month. That's pretty clear. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
I know it's a blur, like they've blurred out the edge of the camera, but it legitimately looks like this man is sweaty. Like this man is a grease ball, greasy. And this man looks like he's fogged up the camera lens with all his sweat from like meters and miles away. This man just looks that greasy. Still getting goosebumps that he's fogged up the camera from distance.
If you were the parent of a 13-year-old girl, would you be comfortable with that?
Bitch, no the hell you wouldn't. This is a test. You're never going to be able to have kids anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But this is where he's testing you. Are you creepy enough to let your 13-year-old girl hang out with a 40-year-old creepy bald guy like yourself? I know he's not bald, but he's definitely on his way. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. And look at the sweat. God damn, son, I tell you.
The pickup line John Dupay used to seduce a 13-year-old girl will turn your stomach. You tell her, I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I wanted to. Feel me inside you, baby.
Really, bro? That's greasy, home dog. Oh.
Has that line ever worked for you before?
No.
Then why do you do that now?
There was no, I mean,
Well, what am I to make of this?
there was no intentions made by it.
That shows clear intent. Obviously
Caught in the
flunked
act.
Don Juan 101.
That I honestly made a mistake.
You made a mistake, all right. Made a mistake of coming to the house of Chris Money Hansen and trying to solicit, or whatever you want to say, seductively speak to a 13-year-old girl who is actually 19. Home dog, you done screwed up.
That sounds like sex to me.
I was just playing with her, seeing,
Just playing with her.
not playing with her, but, just seeing like where she was, like,
She was 13.
What the hell are you trying to see, home dog? What do you mean, where she was? There ain't bullshit to see, dog. You can't come in here saying, I was trying to see where she was at. What do you mean?
This is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. The look on Dupay's face says it all. Sir, if you want to leave, you should go out that door right there. He knows what happens next.
Police call. Any weapons?
He's unarmed and put into the back of an unmarked police car.
This is where things get interesting, because a lot of the time, the Predator opts to not even use a lawyer and just speak to the police. So I'm really hoping that's what he does. I haven't looked into it yet, but we're going to find out.
Shows him being hauled off to police headquarters where he's booked, fingerprinted, and poses for a mugshot.
Just initial again and sign if you're willing to talk to us.
What is this shirt he's wearing? The 9999. Like, what is that, dude? Like, this man thinks he's like straight out the ghetto. He's like 40-year-old white male, sweating profusely, like no hair, forehead as big as mine. I got a big forehead too, I'll tell you. What is he doing?
Cries as he signs away his right to remain silent. His forehead is wrinkled with worry as he's about to speak to detectives.
So he is going to speak to detectives without a lawyer. Why do they do this? You need to keep your mouth shut. You know what? It wouldn't be a great show if they didn't decide to somehow explain themselves to a police officer, right? There's one really creepy guy I can't wait to do.
If she wanted to have sex tonight, would you have?
No. I swear on my little boy I wasn't gonna have sex with her.
This man has a little boy, and he's allowed what? He was gonna go hang out with a 13-year-old girl, do some dog shit, and he has a little boy at home. Bro. That's barnacled up, for real.
Sitting here and bullshitting us, which we're not believing, obviously.
This is the cop I'm excited for. The bad cop. The cop that says, listen here, you little puke. I heard it. And that's what needs to happen, you know. Yeah, he's lucky that the cops are getting to him right now, because I know a lot of people that would, like, interrogate him with fisticuffs. It's not a tough guy call either. That's just, like, for, like, this guy, he's going to probably end up in prison. He'll end up beaten up, probably killed. I don't know I don't know how it works. I'm pretty sure they go to prison because he's getting booked right now. So unless they just put him on the sex offender list, I don't know.
DuPay pleaded guilty to 3 felony counts: attempted second-degree sexual assault, attempted risk of injury to a minor, and attempting to entice a minor in an obscene act. At his court appearance, other defendants were taunting him. Apparently, even the most hardened criminals think he crossed the line. Maybe an indication of what he can.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some bad people in prison, dude. But they, like, a lot of them, they don't deal with that shit. Like, they don't deal with people that, like, prey on kids and children. Like, that's not their thing. Like, that's off limits, and they're literally gonna maul your ass when they see you.
His sentence, 8 years, suspended after serving 3. He also must register as a sex offender.
Home dog got 8 years. Yeah, man, dude. This stuff is creepy as shit.
Very graphic. Were you surprised at how graphic these guys got?
Oh, tremendously surprised. Anybody who reads that and anybody who understands what's actually taking place and doesn't get sick to their stomach, I don't know. It is horrible dialogue that's occurring with children, and they know that they're children.
For now, DuPay is locked up. The streets of Connecticut are a little safer.
Okay. So that's going to do it for this episode of To Catch a Predator with my boy Chris Money Hansen. As you can see, Chris Hansen is an expert, and they have my hat not straight. Home dog. That look like shit. You guys got to let me know when I do that stuff, man. But as you can see, Chris Hansen ain't messing around. He's out there grinding to catch these creepy people. And I don't know when the last day this aired was, but man, these creep me out. So depending on how this video does, I might do more of them. It's a very highly recommended thing right now on YouTube. I don't really know why, because I've never watched anything like this, but I've been getting them spammed into my recommendeds. So maybe YouTube should check that out. So if you like this video, smack the like button down below. Don't be a creep and like it, though. Like, if you're a creep, please don't like my shit. I don't need that. I don't need that. So again, if you dislike this video, I guess you have to dislike it because you didn't like it, so you might as well dislike it. Let me know. I also have a PC walk around coming out, as I just got a new one. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, what a creep, man. What's going on, bub? If you like this video, do yourself a favor and join the Awads squad by hitting the subscribe button down below. If you like vlogs or car stuff, go ahead and follow my other channel, All the Wadsworth. Link is in the description for that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.